Now, if you're in need of a new series to sink your teeth into, then the BBC's new show, Noughts and Crosses, could be just what you're after.
A gripping tale of first love in a dangerous alternate world. The drama promises to have us hooked from the very start.
Joining us now is the show's leading lady, Masali Baduza. Welcome. So lovely to meet you. This is an incredible role.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch it tonight. The book was originally released in 2001. It's been award-winning. It is included in the BBC's list of 100 novels that shaped the world. For anybody that hasn't read it or isn't aware of it, can you just explain the premise, please?
So basically, Noughts and Crosses is a love story set in a dystopian future in London where African people have colonized Europe and they're the ruling class and they've oppressed Noughts, which are the white people in the show.
Right.
And I play Sophie Hadley, the daughter of the Home Secretary, and she's very privileged, you know, comes from a really good background, and she falls in love with her domestic worker's son, and he's a Nought. And so their union is forbidden and it's banned, but they, you know, it's true love and it's your first love, and they try to be together, you know, even in this hostile,
Against
volatile.
all the odds.
I read that that one of the quotes was, "Whatever your colour, you will abuse power if you get it."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And is that's true to what this is?
Yeah, I think that's you know, the basis of what Malorie was writing about. Basically, that if you have the power, that, you know, you're very capable of oppressing, you know, people who don't.
So this role for you, you weren't aware of the books beforehand. So I imagine when you first saw it and read it, you must have been like, oh my gosh, this is an incredible part.
Yeah, I'm from South Africa, so yeah, I hadn't heard about the books, and when the brief came through, I just thought this is the most interesting and unique story I've ever read in my life. And I just really knew I wanted to play Sophie because she's such a strong and hopeful character that I think can inspire a lot of people to make change in the world.
And different from any other role you've done before, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, you know, read a role where a young black girl has privilege and the world is, you know, for her. And I thought, wow, that in this climate, this is an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
How far away do you think we are from it being irrelevant, it not being noticed that there is an entirely African or, you know, an entirely all-women African cast that you actually think, right, OK, well, that's perfectly normal because, that, you know, that's our story, that's what we do?
I think we have a long way to go, but I think that this show is the beginning of starting that conversation and moving that narrative forward. And I think with this show, I think the point is to start the conversation, you know, and to really get people thinking and to challenge people's perception of reality.
And when people say, because you've been quite interesting on this as well, people say, well, I'm not a racist. I mean, I've never said anything appalling in my life. But you say, no, there are microaggressions that you have.
Exactly. I mean, you know, when you're walking down the street and, you know, you see someone clutch their bag tight to them when you're walking past, you know, we as black people see that, you know, and that in itself is racist as well.
Yeah, for sure. There's a slight little differences from the books. The characters are older than they are in the book. And why was that?
I think the characters have been aged up just to really put emphasis on the fact that they are choosing to be together. You know, in the book, they went to the same school, so they saw each other every single day.
Yeah.
But in our story, you know, they have to really make an effort to see each other and travel across, you know, the boundaries that society has set up to really choose to be with one another.
It was shot in South Africa, wasn't it?
Yes.
Which is great. Is that where you're actually living at the
Yes,
moment?
that's where I'm from.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a very big country, so it may have been a massive travel, but was it anywhere near to where you happen to be?
Yeah, we shot in Cape Town, which is where I live, and so it was really fun to show all the British cast around Cape Town.
Yeah, perfect.
Take them to the hot spots. Yeah, it was really fun.
And some of the costumes that you got to wear, you said you loved that as well.
Yeah, DeHuntis and the team designed the orange and red dress that I wear to Jasmine's party.
And this is it.
Yes.
This is the one we're looking at. I mean, you look incredible. Look at you. Wow.
I felt like a princess. I felt so beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Also in the clip we showed at the beginning of the clip, Stormzy is. I mean, he's a big fan of the books. In fact, on the front of the book, I think he gives a quote on the front of the books over here. So his role is an interesting one because this is a hugely dislikable character, isn't it, that he plays?
Yeah, he plays a racist newspaper editor, and that's the farthest thing which I think Stormzy is. So, yeah, it was really fun to see him embody that character and not be the Stormzy that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have any scenes with him, I don't think.
I didn't, but I made sure that I was on set that day, and I got a selfie with him, and I was so excited to meet him. And he's so lovely and kind, and it was fun.
And talented. It's like not only just the music now, but obviously he's also a great actor, which we've discovered, which is amazing.
It didn't, for the end of this series, is not the end of the book.
No. So hopefully, you know, if people watch it and it becomes a big success, we can finish the book because, you know, the fans of the book will really, I think, want to see the end of the book because it's such a pivotal moment to the story, and hopefully we can carry on with other books. You know, Mallory's written 4, and I think she's, you know, writing, 5, sorry, and I think she's writing the 6th one right now.
I mean, I'm still saying what's next, but presumably this is going to run and run, so this is going to keep you busy for a long time to come, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. I'm so excited to play Seffi, to finish the story as well.
Yeah.
But also for you, as you know, early on in your acting career, a big part, like a big important part like this, that must actually feel great.
Yeah, it's honestly a dream role, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have played it.
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
It really is. It really is.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Noughts and Crosses is tonight at 9 on BBC One. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.